Hello, Olathe West High School. My name is Mr. Flynn, and today we'll be doing the Pythagorean theorem. Now, before we get started, just a reminder that your teacher is playing the Edpuzzle on their TV with the volume on, while you are watching it on your own computers with the volume off. Okay, a couple quick things on the math. Remember, it's roughly 1 minute per question, right? However, I'd really like you to try to, when you're doing the first 20 questions on the math test, always get them done 5 minutes quicker. That way you have more time to do those last 20 questions that are really difficult. Okay, strategies. Remember to glance at the answers and eliminate bad choices. We'll see that today. Remember, all figures are drawn to scale. If something looks like it's 90, it is 90. Also, be sure to use your calculator. Okay, so for today's lesson, you need to make sure you have a calculator, paper, pen, pencil, and a good attitude. And here we go. First of all, Pythagorean theorem. This is one we're using today. A squared plus b squared is c squared. Please note, c has to be the hypotenuse. In other words, this c must be the biggest side. It doesn't matter if you switch the a and b. That's fine. But the hypotenuse must be standing alone by itself. So here's the first question. We'll do this one together. You always want to draw a picture. It says the length of the two shorter sides of a right triangle. So we all should right now be drawing a right triangle. The two shorter sides are 2 and 3. So this is 2, this is 3, or we'll get them backwards. It doesn't matter. They want to find what's the length of the longest side, which happens to be c. Well, again, this is Pythagorean theorem, right? 3 squared plus 2 squared equals c squared. Solve this out. We take the square root, and the square root of 13 is roughly 3.6, and sure enough, there it is. Okay, the next question you will do. This one's for you. Okay, the way to work this out again is we draw a right triangle, because that's what we're told to do. And they want to know the length of the hypotenuse. They want to know what that side is. Well, one side is 2, and the other is 9. So again, we just set this up. 2 squared plus 9 squared equals c squared. 4 plus 81 is equal to c squared. Or 85 is equal to c squared. Take the square root. Square root of 85. It is right there. Okay, I want you to do the next one also. So this is one for you to do. Okay, well, working this out, that 30 tells me that the height of this is 30. This negative 40 tells me the length is 40, because remember, length can never be negative. And so now we do Pythagorean theorem. 30 squared plus 40 squared equals c squared. 900 plus 1600. We take the square root and we get 50, right? Now, the thing is, there's a much faster way to do this. A lot faster. It involves Pythagorean triples. I would highly encourage you to write down these 4 triples. 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, 8, 15, 17, 7, 24, 25. These are values which work in the Pythagorean theorem. So like 3, 4, 5 means this side is 3, this side is 4, this side must be 5 because 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared, right? 9 plus 16 is 25. Now 3, 4, 5 works. Well, so would 30, 40, and 50. Or if we said 6, 8, 10. These triples make life a lot faster. If we were to go back to the previous slide here, this one, we see 30, 40. Okay, that's going to be our triple. We have a 3, 4, 5 triple. If I times them all by 10, we have 30, 40, 50. Really quick. We just have to make sure that the 50 is always going to be the hypotenuse. Okay, so I want you to try using triples on the next question. This is one for you to do. All right, well, hopefully we all drew a right triangle. And they tell us that the hypotenuse is 50. One of the legs is 40. Well, this looks a lot like a 3, 4, 5 triple, or a 30, 40, 50. Missing side must be 30. Now, that's a lot faster than doing Pythagorean theorem. Still works. There's nothing wrong with doing Pythagorean theorem, but this is like a quick shortcut to get there. Okay, now we're going to do this one together, and then I have you figure out the one after this. And this is drawn to scale. Question says that Paula wants to put a rest stop at the halfway point on the course. How many miles past B will the rest stop be? So the course, it looks like they start at A and then go to B, right? And then go to, so they're kind of going this way, going around the course. So we need to find out how far along the course she needs to go. Well, do you notice there's numbers here, 5, 12. And if we go back to the triples, there's a 5, 12, 13 triple. So this missing side must be 13. But please do not select it as an answer. We have to make a rest stop halfway along the course. So I need to add up how long this course is going to be. Looks like the course is going to be 30. Well, half of that is 15, right? Well, if this is 5, that means we're going to go an additional 10 to get to 15. Our answer must be letter D. So this is one of those multi-step questions. A lot of people fall for that halfway answer and say the answer is 13. Be careful. Make sure to know it says halfway point on the course. That's what we want to know. Okay, on the next one, it will be your turn. This is your turn to do it. Okay, this one's similar. The midpoint of AB, so the midpoint, is how far from A. How long is this? Well, this is drawn to scale. So I think we can safely eliminate 40, right? Because we know, heck, 32 is how long this piece is. And that's, yeah, there's no way that's 40, okay? Looking at some of the other ones, I wonder if there's other ones that we could eliminate. Probably could eliminate 28 as well, right? Because we know that 24 is this distance, and that's nowhere near it. And I think 16 also is pretty safe to eliminate by drawing to scale. But the big one was, remember, to get rid of the 40. Well, there is a triple here that we have. There's a 3, 4, 5 triple that's going on here. If we times all of these problems by 8, we have 24, 32, 40. 40 is the missing side. I'm glad we eliminated it because we need to know this side, which happens to be 20. Okay. Okay. As we progress through here, let's look at let's look at this one here. We have to figure out how long AB is. That's this distance here. Well, I do notice that there's a really large right triangle. And if I were to put in a 3, 4, 5 triple and times all those by 2, I think we could safely bet that this distance here is 6. Now we are told D is a midpoint. So if that's 6, then that's 3, and that's 3. Well, now we're going to do Pythagorean theorem on this little triangle down here. So 64 plus 9 is c squared. Take the square root. We have our result. Okay. Okay. Last one, Pythagorean theorem again. Now this looks like it's a distance formula question, but it's really not. It's really a Pythagorean theorem question. If we were to connect these 2 points, we're trying to find that distance. So I think if we look at the horizontal distance, the vertical distance going from 6 to 10, that says we have a height of 4. Horizontal distance going from -5 to 2, we have 7. So, Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so hopefully you saw Pythagorean theorem today. Is pretty helpful. It's a pretty quick way to work things out. And the best way to work some of these out is to notice the Pythagorean triples. It makes life a lot faster. So thank you very much, and take care.